what is a huge part of this benefit and a growing part of this benefit, and what a lot of our associates will use to lead to market the small business program. And that is on the Go Small Business side. Because effectively what we do on the Go Small Business side is take care of everything else. Those areas of tax, accounting, marketing, technology, website development, and any other thing that has to do with growing your business. And it could be as complicated as compliance issues with FACTA or ERISA or something along those lines, or as simple as a question I remember coming in to one of our consultants about what kind of a color printer I should get. And so the value of this program is immense. And to go into GoSmallBiz.com and to teach you exactly how it works, there's no person better than Jeff Cordle. Jeff Cordle is an instrumental part of everything that goes on with Go Small Biz, has helped put this whole thing together, does a tremendous job, and I'd like to turn this over now to Jeff Cordle to explain to you a little bit more about Go Small Biz. Jeff?
Thank you, Nick. Over the next few minutes, we're going to talk about GoSmallBiz.com. One thing I want to point out right off the bat is that GoSmallBiz is included with all of the small business plans that you're going to be learning about today in your training, whether it's the business plan, the home-based business writer, or the legal plan for self-employed. GoSmallBiz is an online portal for small business owners and entrepreneurs. It provides answers, it provides access to resources, information, and consulting for our members who are small business owners and entrepreneurs. It's tens of thousands of pages of information. We provide benefits to provide exposure to those business owners in terms of a 4-page website. We give them all the tools to come in and build their website so they can have their business online within minutes. We also provide for home-based business owners an online bookkeeping tool. Great way to do their cash flow, track that, run reports, get all the financials that they need to better run and grow that business. We also provide consulting. Business owners, if there's one thing that they have, it's questions. They want to better run their business. They want better leads. They want better closing ratios. They have questions regarding inventory. They have questions regarding access to capital. They have questions regarding tax deductions. Questions regarding technology. You know, should they have a BlackBerry or a Palm? Should they, go through and purchase the same printer they had before or another one? What should they be looking for in terms of a laptop? All the different questions that they wake up with every morning, that they have on their mind. They've got a place to come in because they'll never be running their business alone again with their membership, which includes GoSmallBiz.com. Now let's jump right in. Best thing to do is just to give you an example and let you see what GoSmallBiz has to offer. Here you'll see the GoSmallBiz homepage. Across the top, let's start at the top right. You'll see Home and My Account. The My Account button is the primary entrance point for our members. That's where they're going to come in and activate their membership, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. And it's also the point where they're going to come in when they want to log into the website and log into their member benefits. Over to the left, that bar across the top, Ask Your Question. A member who has a question can come straight to the home page here on GoSmallBiz. Click Ask Your Question, log in, and submit their question. Next, they'll find Member Benefits, so they can come right in and see a full list of benefits whenever they need to, just right at their fingertips. The next bar down, that's really the meat and potatoes of GoSmallBiz in terms of the content that we have to offer. Through those channels, you're going to find tens of thousands of pages of information specifically tailored for the small business owner. So you're going to have a Start a Business section, Tax and Accounting section, Legal, Sales and Marketing, Human Resources, Insurance, Technology, and Investment. All areas that small business owners have interest in and want more information. What will they find in those sections? In the Tax and Accounting section, for example, they're going to find articles on a wide array of different tax and accounting subjects. They're also going to find answers from the masters. Now, what are answers from the masters? Answers from the masters are questions that have been submitted by our members and the answers that the consultants have provided back. Now, of course, it's scrubbed for any personally identifiable information, but what it does is show great examples in there of the types of questions that our consultants receive and the caliber of the responses that the members are receiving back. So it's just great information right there. You're also going to find FAQs. A lot of times it's just basic questions that small business owners have. And if you think about it, small business owners, you know, some are leaving a big company and going to a small business. Some may have several different small businesses going, but you never quite know, you know, how many years experience that they have. Or maybe someone who's fresh out of college or fresh out of high school that's just getting started with that small business. And they're going to have questions. And one thing that we never want to do at GoSmall Biz is intimidate a small business member, because we realize they don't have all the answers. A lot of times it's interesting because small business owners, they don't know what they don't know. And so we take it down to a very, very basic level, but then you know, take it up from there depending on what questions they have. For example, a small business owner may be great in terms of their, you know, numbers and accounting and finance, but may not be so well, you know, in terms of, say, sales and marketing. So by providing all the answers and information and resources that we have through GoSmall Biz, it kind of better balances that the playing field for that business owner. So that way they can come in and find information where they may not be as strong, and they can ask, you know, more complex and higher level questions, say, to the consultants for those areas where they're pretty good, but they want to get a little bit better. So depending on what level there are, you know, a member is when they come into GoSmall Biz, we're going to have the information that's there for them. And a lot of that information is provided right through the content channels there. The next line down, Need Money, for example, is a capital search engine. You've also got a motivational section, which has a few of Frank Tarkenton's books and some information from Robert Kiyosaki there. A bookstore, business tools. Next line down, featured member. We like to provide as much exposure as we can to our members, and the featured member is just one way that we do that. And that is basically a spotlight on a member. Members can come and apply to be the featured member, and we'll go through, and there's some various questions there, how they get started, what are some of the most dramatic changes they've seen, you know, in their marketplace. And it's kind of nice to read just to get a good feel for, you know, another small business owner out in corporate America or corporate Canada. Next, the search button. Search button is very important since we do have so many pages of information and there's so much content there, because you can come right in, submit whatever query you have to go through and search the content on GoSmall Biz. The Small Biz directory is next to that. The Small Biz directory is a Yellow Pages type directory online that we have right here. A lot of our members' information is there, and it can be searched by category, subcategory, city, or state. And this is really one of the most heavily trafficked areas of our website. And we always encourage our members to interact and go there when they're looking for various product or service that they could perhaps get from one of the other GoSmall Biz members. Now, you're going to be hearing a little more about the Small Biz directory today as well, because we have what's called a directory listing. And a directory listing, I'll give you information on it in a nutshell. The directory listing is a certificate you can walk in the door with to help get an appointment with the small business owner. And you're going to be finding out more information about that today. To the right of that, you'll see how GoSmall Biz works. And this is very important, not only for you, but also for your prospects and your members that you sign up for the small business plan. Because this is a flash movie that takes you through the A to Z of how to use GoSmall Biz. How to use GoSmall Biz. I know you're sitting there, you're trying to get up to speed as much as you can so you can get out there and speak intelligently about the small business plan and the features and the benefits. So this is a great tool for you to be able to go through. You're going to want to watch it over and over and over to where you have a great grasp and great understanding of what GoSmall Biz has to offer. So, and for members, you're going to go in, of course, and help that member initially get set up and get started. We're going to cover that in just a minute regarding the activation. But after a while, the member may, kind of forget how a certain part of GoSmall Biz works, or how, the true value and benefit of all the different areas of GoSmall Biz, and they can go in and click on that movie, and it'll give them a quick refresher of how to use it and how to get the most benefit from GoSmall Biz. Below there, you'll find a featured article that we have each week, and next to that is a promotional block. Just new information that we want to provide to our members who are coming into the website, and that changes Occasionally some good information based on new benefits or new offerings that we have with GoSmall Biz. Down at the bottom you've got another search feature there, and you also have the contact us button there. So if someone has a question and needs to contact customer service, the best way is to submit an email, and they'll get a quick answer back on that. So that's the GoSmall Biz website homepage. Next we're going to get into activating the GoSmall Biz membership. Another thing that you're going to learn about today is the importance of the follow-up after the sale. You've got to follow up to show that new member how to use the membership, because business owners are busy. They're very busy. They've got employee issues going on. They've got the phone ringing, people walking in the door, distraction, distraction, distraction. You're going to come in one day and sit down with them. You're going to do a great job with your needs analysis. You're going to ask them the right questions and create that relationship, and then show them how the small business plan, the right one for them, meets their needs, and close the sale. And then the next thing you're going to do after that is follow up with them. You're going to set an appointment. If you don't, well, one day the packet's going to arrive from prepaid, and it's going to come in with all the other mail, and it's going to probably stay stuck in with all the other mail. It'll be on their desk and kind of get buried, and odds are that small business member won't have a chance to go back in and open the packet, pull out their membership card with their provider law firm information and information on how to go in and activate their GoSmall Biz membership. So whose responsibility is it? It's yours. It's your responsibility to go in and sit down and help them. If you want the membership to stay on the books, which it will if they come in and use the membership. If they have the membership and don't use it, there's no value. It's just going to be an expense they're going to see popping up every month, and they're going to want to go in and cancel that. But if they use it, then they're going to see the full value in it. If they use any part of it just once in a month, they're going to find way more value there than they are in terms of what they're paying out each month, because this is a fantastic membership for any small business across the US or Canada. But you've got to go in and sit down with them, set that appointment 10 days to 2 weeks after you've sold them their membership. Go in, sit down with them, spend time with them, and pull out their packet of materials they've gotten from prepaid, open it up, show them what's in there, pull out the membership card, refer back to your needs analysis that you did with that small business owner, and say, you had a question that you needed to talk to a provider law firm about, or you wanted to have a contract reviewed. Whatever came up then, bring that up again. Get them on the phone with that provider law firm. Call. Show them, here's the number, here's their name, and let them see what the process is like. Let them hear a friendly voice answering on the other line at the provider law firm. And they're going to say, well, what's your membership number? Show them where the membership number is. Let them leave that message, because they're going to get a call back in a few hours from the provider lawyer, so they can go ahead and get the ball rolling on that side, and they'll be able to see the path of where to go the next time they have a legal issue. Alright, on the GoSmall Biz side, you're going to want to sit down with them in front of their computer that has access to the internet. So you're going to sit down, and their membership number is going to be the same for GoSmall Biz as it is for Prepaid Legal. Prepaid Legal is going to assign that membership number, and it is the same on the prepaid side as the GoSmall Biz side. Alright? And to activate the membership, what are you going to do? You're going to go to the GoSmall Biz homepage, www.gosmallbiz.com. Then you're going to click on My Account. Click on My Account, and then it's going to give you two options there. One is to activate your membership, and the other is Member Login. So first time through, we're going to click Activate Membership. After that, a member can come in and just click Member Login. So click Activate Membership, and that's going to pull up the full screen there, and it's going to, first of all, get the member just to review and confirm that the information is accurate that we have in the GoSmall Biz system. And they're going to need to go in and reconfirm their email address. So all you'll do is just get them to type in their email address again. Then it's going to ask them to choose their username and choose their password. They're not going to need to remember this randomly, this random number that's been assigned to them for the membership. They need to make it, more personal, and by choosing their own username and password, that way it's easy for them to come back to the GoSmall Biz website and log in. If they forget their password, we've got an automated system set up, and they can come right in and as they can set up a forgot your password question and put that answer in, which will speed the process right through. At the bottom of the page, they'll click Update, and that will take them to the member menu. And on the member menu, it's got all the services just for members. The first one that they're going to see is Ask a Question. They're going to have lots of questions regarding running and growing their business, aren't they? Well, this is where they can come for that. And it can be any question. We're going to talk a little more about the consulting service in just a minute, but that's where they're going to come. Now, after they've submitted that question, or they've been submitting questions for a long time, those questions are going to accumulate, the questions and the answers, in the My Answers button just below Ask a Question. This is going to be a great archive and great resource with a lot of value for that small business member as they go through and ask more questions. What they're going to find when you click on that is just a little single entry. It'll give the date and the topic of their question. And we've got some members who have 7, 8, 9 full pages of all these questions, that they've asked. There is a lot of value there, especially for a small business owner. A lot of times they're kind of frantic, maybe a little disorganized. Let's say you submit a question in February of last year, and then suddenly this year you're going, oh God, what was that answer? I'm finally getting around to doing what they were talking about regarding the marketing and the promotion. What was that answer? And they'll have it's so easy for them to go back in and find that information right there for them and have that in an archive. It really helps to make the membership sticky too, so if they start thinking about canceling, this is just one of the areas that they're going to have to give up by having all those answers right there. But anyway, so you've got My Answers there. Next to that, My Directory listing. Members can put in two listings in the GoSmall Biz directory. So that way they can go in, they can choose their category and subcategory, put in their contact information, their description, their hours, their brands, what credit cards they take, a lot of great information there, and they can go through and update it whenever they feel like they need to. Next to that is the Member Exchange. It's the member-to-member exchange, which is a community we've set up within GoSmall Biz for members to be able to interact with other members. A member will post a question, and other members will come through and post comments or ask follow-up questions on the question that this member has, which really helps to provide a great community and a great benefit to all the members, because all that information is right there for anyone to come in and look at. They can see the initial question and then all the different comments and follow-up that was given to that question. So the community, the member-to-member exchange, is a great benefit for our members. Next, My Transactions. That's the bookkeeping benefit that I was talking about, and it's an online bookkeeping tool tailored for a home-based business owner who doesn't have a real complex system in place in terms of their needs for bookkeeping, but it's a very simple online tool that allows them to track their cash flow. They can put in their automobile mileage and track that. They can run various reports. They can reconcile their bank statement each month and just keep everything straight and be able to have, with all that information in there, they can see exactly where they are financially at any time with their business. So this is just a great tool, and once again, it's designed and tailored for home-based business owners. If they already have QuickBooks or some other tool in place, then this probably isn't for them. But if they're, if they are doing it by hand or just on a regular spreadsheet or don't even have a system yet in place, this is a great one for them to use, and it's included with membership. It's not like they're having to pay a monthly fee or anything like that outside of what they're paying for the membership to GoSmall Biz. Beside that, my website, we're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. Below there, benefits, they can click there, and that takes them right to the member benefits section. And below that you'll see the monthly special, and they can click there and find a special just for them to help save money. Right now I believe the one that I'm looking at is from Office Depot. It may be the one you're looking at as well, which is a good special. But next to that, ebooks. The books that Fran Tarkinen has written several books, and we have them in PDF form, so they can be downloaded, they can be printed out, or they can be read offline. And then next to that is the monthly e-newsletter. We send a newsletter out to our members every single month, and it always has a feature article from Fran, as well as various articles that are contained on the website. And we create this in a quick read format, so it's only 1 or 2 sentences under the article title, and then if the member sees it and they want to click through, we provide the link right there, and that will take them right to the website so they can read the full article. At the bottom we have 3 or 4 recent questions that came in from our members that our consultants have responded to, and these are typically current topic, current issue type questions that we feel that a lot of our members would be able to benefit from. So that's included in the newsletter. So that's it. You've got to activate the membership with the member, and just as you go through and you sell it, you've got to do the follow-up on the other side. And one big part of it too is you're in this to create what? A relationship. You're in this to create a relationship with that member. And by showing them you care, by following up to help them, to show them which path to go down. This is where you go for your legal questions. This is where you go for your other business questions. This is where you go to set up your 4-page website. By doing that, you're really creating that relationship with that member. And what's going to happen? Well, the relationship is formed. They're going to see that you care. You're not just somebody coming in to sell a membership and run next door. And they're going to be willing to give you referrals. And referrals, as you know, in this business are golden. And follow that relationship, follow up with them, make sure they're happy and using the membership. But as I mentioned, I'll say it one more time, after you make that sale, you've got to set that appointment for 10 days to 2 weeks out, so you can come in and sit down and show them how to activate the membership. One thing that business owners have in common is they all have questions, and they need answers. They have questions regarding sales, marketing, tax, accounting, insurance, HR, PR, technology, finance, all the way across the board. And it's all questions related to challenges that pop up or better ways to run and grow their business, because they're always wanting to take it to the next level, right? All right. That's where the GoSmall Biz consulting service comes in. We have consultants who are set up to receive questions from our members 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The consultants take those questions and they reply typically by the following business day. Now, what kind of questions are received? Well, we've had members who have submitted questions. One, for example, had to do with painting the interior of a retail store. She had heard that colors really influenced the behavior of people. And she didn't want a color that was going to put her clients to sleep. She didn't want a color that was going to make them, nervous. She wanted a color in her store that was going to make the people in her store buy. And the consultants went through, researched it, and they found some great information on the studies that were done regarding color, and provided that back to her, which had an influence on the color that she chose to paint the inside of her store. Computers break, computers fail, and members a lot of times don't know what they should buy to replace it. They could go for the special down at the local office supply store, or they could go online and see, wow, more computer options than they ever imagined. They need someone to help them, because they don't have time to sit there and suddenly become a computer purchasing expert. They want to be able to just go to somewhere, GoSmall Biz, submit their question, here are the needs, here's what we use the computer for, here are any changes in terms of how we're going to be, we may be using the computer in the future. What do you recommend? Well, the consultants can go in and find perhaps comparison studies of one computer to another, and do the research to really help that small business owner make the wise choice when they go through and purchase their computer. What about insurance? Someone that's just getting started. Wow, I think I need insurance, but I don't know what kind of insurance I need. They can submit that, that type of question to the consultants for help. Someone wants to buy a list that they want to market to, but they don't want a list that's old. They have questions regarding, buying a list, especially if it's a consumer list, and they want to be able to do telemarketing. Well, and what are the laws and implications and everything with that? Well, the consultants can reply with information to help them, and then especially if it's a legal related question, the consultant's going to advise them to contact their provider law firm to help them on the legal side of that. But the point is, any questions are going to be coming in to the GoSmall Biz consultants over a wide range of subjects. And it's just a great way for business owners to never be alone again in terms of running and growing their business, because they've got this whole group of consultants who are, for example, let's read through some of the credentials: a CPA, MBA, CPA that ran Entrepreneurial Services Division of a national CPA firm, financial consultant, tax specialist, technology consultant, marketing services professional, PR agency founder, and others who are all there to receive these questions. And this is one of the areas that members, once they use it, they keep using it. And it's so important when you do that follow-up, like we talked about a few minutes ago in activating the membership, that you get that member to know how to use the consulting service, know how to use it correctly so they can, get the most benefit out of it. And then when they have any other business questions during the day or that week, they'll know exactly where to come to so they can get a good professional research reply by the following business day. Members of GoSmall Biz also receive a 4-page website. One thing that Fran Tarkenton believes is that there are 2 types of business owners out there today: those businesses that are on the internet and those businesses that are going to be on the internet. We believe at GoSmall Biz that small business owners should have a low barrier to entry in terms of getting their business up online so they can have the professional image online that they deserve and that they need. After all, we're in such a technological age right now, and if you're doing business with another business, one of the first things you're probably going to do is go online and just check them out. Well, if you go online to check them out and you don't see them online, it's going to make you scratch your head a little bit. Are they brand new? Do they, what's the deal? Because most businesses have a website. Now, some of the business owners that you're going to call on already have a website. Great. And you'll be surprised how many small business owners you call on that don't. Especially, they're trying to get around to it. Cost may be an obstacle. They don't know who to contact to go in and create it. Well, we provide the tools through their GoSmall Biz membership to go in to create their 4-page website. And then the tools are also used to go in and manage that website. So they can tweak it, change it, do whatever they need to do to keep that information fresh and updated for their clients to come to, for their prospects to come to find information on that business. Now, let's walk through real quick how to go in and set up that website for a member. And first thing that you're going to do is go to GoSmall Biz, click on My Account, and log in. Put in the username and password, and that's going to take the member to the member menu. From there, you'll click on My Website. And from there, you'll click through several pages and then come to a page where they're going to choose the name of their website. This is set up as a subdomain. So, in other words, there's a domain name and then a suffix on the end of it. So the beginning is going to be www.1wp.com/go/whatever name the member chooses. So if it's Betty's Florist, for example, and Betty's coming in, she's a member, she comes to that page and she's more than likely going to put in, it'll be 1wp.com/go/ she's going to put in Betty's Florist. And that will be the URL, the address for her website. All right there for her, and then she can click through from there and her website is going to be created. It's going to have a home page and a contact form. She can go into the home page and she can put in her text. She can go into the, and upload an image if she would like, and put as many images on her website as she would like to. If you're familiar with Microsoft Word, for example, or any other word processor, you're pretty familiar with going in and blocking text and then making it bold or italic or putting in bullet points. All of those tools are right here in the website builder as well. So we want to make it as easy as we can for the small business owners to come in and create their website. There's no experience necessary in terms of coding or knowing HTML or any of that. We try to make it as simple as possible in just a 1, 2, 3 process of getting that information together. And it's all done in what's called WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. So once they come in and click on the title of the page, say home page, it's going to bring up a screen. So you can then click on the screen, the content in there, and it's going to open up the editor and make it editable. So they can type their information in and do everything that I just mentioned in terms of bolding, italicizing, bullet points, whatever. Now, one important part here, when you're doing your follow-up, and it's good to go ahead and include the website building as a part of your activation process when you sit down with that member 10 days to 2 weeks afterwards. A lot of times a member will say, well, I don't know what information to put on my website. I've never had a website. Ask them for any promotional material they have on their business. If they have a brochure or a printout or a press release, anything along those lines can provide good content that can then be used right on the website. And we make it expandable. So as I mentioned, you start out with your home page and contact page. That might be all that member needs. Just one page of information and a contact form. Or they want to go ahead and fill in the other pages. They might have their welcome page, their home page, and then a page for their products, and then a page for their services. Or if it's a restaurant, they might want to have, their menus and perhaps a coupon there on one of the pages. Whatever they need, it's a blank slate. What we do provide, though, are the templates, the graphics and colors that are going to be going around their content that's there. And we've got over 50 templates that they can easily go in and choose that will pretty much theme their website. And so once again, we put all that information there just to make it easy for the small business owners to get their information up and online. So the help section is very, very good. It's very robust in this area. So if someone is coming in and they're like, well, I just don't quite get the how to make this text bold thing, well, they can go into the help site, the help section, and we'll be able to read right there, how do I, make the text bold. It'll have that information right there. And a lot of the information is enhanced in that it may say, show me how. And on the Show Me How, we have so many movies that are built in there, so a member can come in and they can not only read about it, but they can click Show Me How, and suddenly a new window will open and it'll show the cursor moving so they can see how to block, and it's going to click the B and for bold, and then it's going to make it bold, and they go, oh, okay, now I got it. And once again, it just makes it a little easier. So the 4-page website builder, a very, very important benefit for the GoSmall Biz members. One that you need to be familiar with so you can talk to prospects about it, and then also be able to show up and follow up when you do the activation to show members how to go in and build that site. A very important part of GoSmall Biz is our legal forms section. We have a selection of legal forms and documents that business owners and entrepreneurs can come in and they can create. It's done in like a wizard format. So you go in, you find the legal document that you're looking for, click on it, and it's going to open a page that has several different fields that you're going to put your information in: contact name, addresses, dollar amounts, phone numbers, more detail, and then hit create, and it's going to create what you're looking for. Let's say if you need to do an independent contractors agreement, well, it will go in and you can create that, and then once it's created, you can copy it and paste it right into a word processor so you can tailor it for your own specific needs. Now, how does this tie into members? Well, with members, what do they have available on the legal side? Of course, they've got the provider lawyers there waiting to help them as a part of their monthly membership. They can take that legal document and submit it over to the provider law firm for review. They'll take it, review it, and reply back to the member. They'll give them a call and tell them exactly what changes should be made and what they need to look at addressing in that, so it's a good document and that they would sign off on. And then you can go in and the member can send that out and have a legally reviewed document. And the great thing is, it's all a part of the membership. Now, let's back up just a minute. Let's say that a member wanted to create an independent contracting agreement. Called the provider law firm, they're a member, and they say, hey, I want to create an independent contracting agreement. And the provider lawyer would go, great, 25% discount, no problem. And they'll go through and create it for them, and yes, they got it at a discount, but they could have gotten it basically for free just as a part of their monthly membership. So it's very important to point this out to members when you're setting them up and helping them activate their membership with the legal documents section. And it's great that it's there, it's great that it's available, and there's a good selection there, but it's also important to know too that not every single legal document that a member is going to have is going to be available there. And associates will call in and say, this member needs this document and we don't see it in here. Well, submit that question to the consultants. the member should go right in and say, I'm looking for a legal agreement or a legal document that does 1, 2, 3. And then the consultants can go in and do the research for them to see if they can find a template or, you know, a similar document, or, you know, it might even be a template that they might need to buy somewhere else on the internet, but it will give them what they need so they can tailor it and then submit it to the provider law firm for review. So the legal forms, that is such an important part, and it's just a you know, important part of doing business. But it really shows how GoSmall Biz and Prepaid Legal work together to completely meet the needs of the small business owners. All right, now we've gone through GoSmall Biz. You've gone through a quick tour of the website. You've gone through how to create legal documents in the legal section, how to activate a membership, how to create the 4-page website, and also how to submit questions to the GoSmall Biz consultants. All that information is right there in your book, and I encourage you to read through this section several times so you can fully understand it. But now you've got some homework to do. At the end of your training, you need to go online to GoSmallBiz.com. Go through, click on See How GoSmall Biz Works. Go into the tax and accounting section, see the article, see the information that's there. You've got to be familiar enough with GoSmall Biz so when someone says, well, where can I find this on GoSmall Biz? You've got to know where to navigate and how to get there so you can be the expert on GoSmall Biz as well. But all this information is there for you. You'll find that a lot of associates actually lead with GoSmall Biz. They walk in the door with the GoSmall Biz business card and a GoSmall Biz directory listing, and they've got their flip chart ready so they can sit down and determine the needs of the business owner and go through the whole process and sign them up for the small business plan. So this is just another way that helps you get in the door. But what it comes down to is you're having a full understanding of GoSmall Biz. And as I said, you need to go through and read the sections we just went through. And you also need to go to the website so you can be familiar with that.